Welcome to Greg and Ellie Uncensored, our little pregame show before we go totally live and uncensored on Rumble at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and 1 a.m. UK. How are you?
I'm good. Yep, I'm good. Been doing some lovely readings today. I did a little, her mum, I've been reading for this lady's mum for a long time. And she asked for her daughter, to see if her daughter could have a chat with me, just to see what could be done. So she's 11, and what a grown-up little girl she was. So yeah, it was. So I gave her some insights as to kind of where her life's going to be. Like in the future. Like I said, what did you like to do when you were growing up? What was your thing? And she said dressing up in different kind of costumes and things like that. And I said, so how would you think about maybe doing acting and maybe, a theatre and things? And so she went, oh my God, yeah, I'd love to do that. So she went from thinking, I've got no hope, nothing. And then in an instant, she then opened up and got all of that. So, yeah.
While you were describing that, I'm watching this path that's opening up that never existed beforehand. I could visually see what you were explaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's called timeline weaving. Yeah. I teach a class on it, timeline weaving. Because as a reader, that's what you do. You pick the best pathway possible and you make that really strong, and you make that person feel empowered. You make that person feel as if they can conquer anything, they can do it. I believe in you, spirit believes in you, go for it. And that does an amazing, it has an amazing boost in it, because it's the truth. You can feel the team, their team, you can feel them, get excited for them.
Yeah, and that truth vibration is such a high vibration.
Yeah, so that was lovely. Little 11-year-old, bless her.
Hi, kind spirit. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Hi, you two lovebirds. I've not been around much to watch videos. This new place I moved into appears to be the house of obstacles.
Oh no.
Real. Well, you're there for a reason, and you're definitely there to anchor the energy for that area. So, aw. Hi, Rosie. I love when soulmates such as yourselves mirror each other.
Thank you. Kind spirit, I just got a message for you. This will be okay. It is just, it's like, the house feels as if it's got to be part of your life. So I feel that you need to throw a party or have a dinner party or do something like that to make the spirits happy. It's like, imagine the house as an inner child. Get the house, TLC, love it, basically. Love the house and talk. We're going to do fun things together. We're going to do this. I know you think I'm crazy, but house and energy. Yeah. But have you been? You've been busy?
Well, actually, I drew some cards for her, and initially, you're gonna have you got some challenges going on initially, but like Allie said, I see you got the Empress and the Ten of Cups, so I see you basically like birthing a new home full of happiness, family, excitement. So it's just temporary. These things that are happening right now are just minor compared to what you're going to experience in that home for the rest of your life, or for as long as you hold on to it. So, yeah, it'll be okay.
It will. And if it is haunted and there are spirits that want to move on, then create a white light. Ask your guides to bring in golden light, shine it in the middle of each room, one at a time, and then spin it like a tornado. Spin it, creating a vortex, and then ask them to step in. And some of them you have to say, it is, there's only love and light waiting for you. There's no bad. Yeah. There you go.
Hi to Lydia. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
The house was built in 1910. That's old for a house here in the United States. That's probably a new house for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi to Michelle and Sarah Ann. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. You could leave some things out for them if they're elementals. Good idea, Sarah.
Yeah, like a little car, a little toy car. Honestly, spirit children, they love it. That's what we do when we do paranormal investigations. We bring little cars and toys, and we put talcum powder. This is going to sound. We put talcum powder down. We place the car on top of the talcum powder, and then we leave it. And then later on, you can see if it's moved, because the talcum powder will be moved.
So have you ever came back and there was like all sorts of little car wheels all over the place?
Not to that degree. No, not to that degree.
Because that would have been me. If I was a spirit, I'd be like, calling you, Allie, come on over. Look, we got a toy to play with.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not to that degree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, would be good though. I'd like it.
Yeah, it would. That's a great idea though. I like that. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh, so how are you guys doing? Magical Maiden. Hello. Michelle, if you want to ask a direct question, I'm happy to roll the dice for you if you want. So you can ask a direct question if you want.
I'm not afraid. Seriously, I'm strong spiritually. I find it a great new experience. And, obviously, I'm sure you've already done this, but if you haven't, do so. Smudge. Yeah. And what I do when I smudge, I say something along the lines, reword it any way you want, but I sell any and all negative entities. You're not welcome here. I demand that you leave immediately. Only those of the highest vibration of truth, love, and light are welcome here. And I just repeat that, and I go around from each room to each room. And I try to do it about once a month or so. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's difficult to answer that one without doing an actual reading. But if you've got an actual question, just to kind of do a reading on, because this isn't.
Yes or no? Yeah. Will she have it? Yes or no? Future relationship. Yes or no?
Direct. Yeah. I'm sorry. I will come on, and I do come on sometimes and just do some free readings. I promise you, I do. At the beginning of astrology readings, I tend to do that now. So that's every Sunday, every Sunday. So, yeah.
So, Kind Spirit says, I smudged the heck out of it with sage and Palo Santo. That's exactly what I say, Greg. Very good.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say. Stuff like that, just keep repeating it. Because, I'm glad that you say only those of the highest vibration of truth, love, and light are welcome here, or something along that line, because you don't want to ban everybody. You want the good spirits to feel welcome. Like I wouldn't, if my sister ever wanted to visit, or galactics from my star family, yeah, you're always welcome to come here. So that's why I always include that.
Yeah, definitely. What about the dogs, Kind Spirit? Have the dogs come with you? So Michelle Hornby, are you asking? Sorry, are you asking whether or not you're going to have a relationship, or whether your relationship right now is a yes or no. I'm so sorry. It's so difficult to ask. Yeah.
Is the spirit of the man that died here still around?
Mm.
Good question.
Okay, I'll answer that one in a minute. So, Michelle,
Yeah,
are you going to be in a relationship soon? Shall I ask that?
okay, and that I already got. I got an answer for kind spirit as well.
16. 16 is 7. Now that means that it's a gamble energy, which means that you might not be ready fully. You might think you are, but you're not quite ready. So that could be that you've got some past emotional stuff that you're needing to get through. You're needing to address that. Some pain. Are you happy enough to be sending the right signals out? That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because it's like you want to be in a relationship, you're usually unhappy. But if you are too unhappy, it can push other people away. Because there's an energy of I'm in need, I'm in need, I'm in need, I'm in need, and it then becomes intimidating energy. So it may be that, it may not be that, but there's something that you might be doing. Does that mean it's something that you might need to work through? And so it's not a no, it's a maybe, but kind of thing.
Kind spirit says my question would be: is the spirit of the person, the man that died here, still around? I smell cigarette smoke in one place, and looking at. I drew some cards here, and I'm getting. Yeah, he is still there. I got the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. And what I'm getting on this is that there may have been somebody that was there before you that, I don't know. He wants, there's an attachment going on, and he wants to be sure that everything's fine. And what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles is that that's all he's doing. He's basically hanging out, checking you guys out, making sure everything's fine before he goes and crosses over to the other side. He may not be aware that he can also cross over to the other side. So just, if you do try communicating with him, tell him it's okay. Follow the light, and that you'll be taking great care of his house. His house is in good hands.
Yeah. I wonder if he was part of building that house. I wonder. What do you feel about that, Greg?
I don't know.
There's
somebody that died there, but to be part of the builders back in 1910, I doubt it.
Don't know how old the spirit is.
But, who knows? Maybe that was a house that was in his family. Maybe his father built it or something.
Exactly. There's something to do with history.
Yeah. There's an energy attachment.
Yeah, definitely.
And a concern for, is the house in good hands?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so kind spirits are all here with me because she rescues cats and dogs. That's what she does, kind spirit.
And the people before her were drunks. I live here alone. I promise the spirits and the house that I will take care. Perfect. You're doing everything perfectly. Yeah. Oh, he did build the house. Wow.
Okay.
So that's what it is. He just wants to be sure that the house is going into good hands, which you sound like you are, the hands that it needs to go into. So he might not be hanging out much longer unless you say, hey, it's okay,
He might go and then come back, because if he's earthbound, it means he's in limbo, which is not a nice place to be. If you've got undone business, you kind of stay in the limbo. But when you are satisfied and happy, you can then go to the light. And the other times is if somebody's highly religious and they're told that if you've sinned at all, you're going to go to hell, they're not going to walk into the light freely. So this is why you need to say to them, hey, there's only love waiting for you over that side. There is no hell. Sometimes when we're going through all the pain that we might have caused another person, we can create our own kind of like lessons that we're having to go over and learn and understand. But that isn't hell. So, yeah.
Good point. He died in his chair in front of the living room window. Well, he must have lived a long life if he helped build that house.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't know how long the drunks were there living in that house, but yeah, it's fascinating just to look at this. Hi, Marcia, or as Allie would say, Marcia.
No, I would say Marsha.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Is there anyone spirit world? Is there? I think it should be another. Is there another spirit world around me? I don't get the question. I mean,
maybe asking if there's spirit around her.
Yeah.
Spirit person.
Here's a question you could do on the dice. Recently lost my good friend. Is he happier now?
Six, 10. 10 is always the perfect number. It's completion. He did everything he was supposed to do down here. Even if you don't think so, it doesn't matter if you don't think so. If you think he was gonna do this and gonna do that, he might have only been here on a mission to just do this, and that, and then of course they go. So yeah, the answer is absolutely. He feels complete, or she feels complete. Him or her.
Kind Spirit said, I'll talk to him again tonight. I found out he was a heavy smoker. And you got one question we can probably tackle right now, too, from Linda Winger. That was just brought a question to my mind. Is the spirit of the man who died across the hall from me still hanging around?
Do you want to do it? You do this one?
No, you do it. You got your dice out. Short, quick questions with dice.
6, 7, 8. 8 means yes, continual. He will be there quite often. I don't think he's earthbound. I don't think he's stuck. I think he just chooses to come there.
Mainly when you're jumping in the shower.
Do you know what it had in my head? I hope he's not a stalker. Honestly, that's what came into my head as you said that. No, they don't. They don't. They're not allowed. No.
Really?
No.
Because if I predecease you, I'm going to be stalking you in the bathroom.
No, you're not.
Hell yeah. Well, not if you're taking a dump. I'll give you that privacy. But if you're going in the shower, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so yes, no answers if possible. The questions.
We've got 4 minutes left. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've only got a little bit of time. We've got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, he was in his late 80s. If the house was built in 1910, that means he died around 1990 or so, I would say. Probably around 1990. And then since 1990, but that's 33 years. Interesting, master number. It's been 33 years since he's been in that home.
Or he's always been. You see, time doesn't exist the way it exists here. Everything is in the now. So, they wouldn't have felt it's 33 years in the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg. I had not thought about the shower before. Well, I'll give him a show. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Michelle, I'm kind of more of future predictions than medium. I can dab into mediumship, but you're needing a medium, I think, to find out about people in the spirit world. If you tell me who, I can talk to you about them, but to
Tammy's got
bring
one.
them through. Yep.
Is my grandfather watching over me? Is he one of my guides?
I've got a big fat yes for that. I didn't even need to ask. So yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And he's loving it. Very proud of you. Yeah.
All right.
There is a female. That's all I'm getting for you, Michelle. There is a female, elderly female. So orange juice. I'm drinking apple juice today. Yeah. Isn't it funny? Just he put all of his love into his house. He was a local policeman, and I can tell he was very organized. Do you know what? You know, if he then had to watch drunks in his beloved house, you can understand why he doesn't want to go until he knows that it's in good hands.
Yeah. Wonder if he tipped off any of his police friends from the spirit side. You know, if those guys are driving drunk or something.
Yes.
Arrest those fuckers.
Yeah. Will my job interview go well? Yes, perfect question. I can do that, Michelle. Okay.
That's going to have to be it because it's 7:59 right now.
I know, love. That's 9, 10, 11. 11 is it's all in the hands of the angels. So that means angelic intervention is happening. So it's a very, very good, good numbers. So I always say with my job interview, it might not be the one that you're thinking of. It may be, you know, maybe one after that, but they've got it in hand to give you the perfect job. And if this next one isn't good enough for you, just because you think it is, they are not going to let you have it. It will only be the perfect.
All right, it's 8 o'clock. We got to go, folks.
Sorry.
There's a link above if you're watching on Facebook, and a link below in the more info section if you're watching on YouTube. See us over there on Rumble, completely live and uncensored. Love you all. See you later. Matter of minutes.